I'm not going to go in order because it's about my San Francisco 49ers, and it is the biggest story of the day. Honestly, our prayers were answered. I can start with that. And Jake Moody was cut by the San Francisco 49ers. He was released. They let him go. We ended up bringing in a kicker, formerly of the Carolina Panthers. His name is Eddie Pinheiro. He's going to be there on a 1-year deal. I think that the 49ers did not want to pay attention to the kicking problem. I think that is basically why we were coming out and saying that Jake Moody's job was safe, and they weren't even thinking about bringing in another kicker. I'm not sure if they gave in to demands or, I mean, by watching Shanahan's reactions to a few of the last kicks from Moody, I think he was out there, but I think that if there wasn't a chance of bringing in the kicker, he didn't want to get in his head more than it was. Eddie Pinheiro is an 88% kicker in the NFL. For some reason, NFL.com lists him as a 7th-year veteran, but he only has stats from 5 years. He didn't kick in the 2020 season as well, which would have been his 2nd season in the NFL. He has kicked a year for the Bears, a year for the Jets, and a few for the Panthers. Inside of 30 yards, he's 26 for 26, never missed a kick. 40 to 49 is where it seems he has his most problems. He's 32 for 41, but over 50 yards, he's 11 for 14. His average kick has been made from 37 yards, which is funny because that seems like where he has the most problem, missing those 9 kicks out of 41. Over his career, he's missed 10 extra points. But it kind of seems like not everybody, but almost everybody has problems in that situation. Now, there's no good way to put this. Brock Purdy did not practice today. He has a problem with his toe. He has a problem with his left shoulder. Shanahan has come out and basically said that there is a very small chance that Brock Purdy is going to play against the Saints in week 2. I already made my video yesterday about this game, driving home from work yesterday, saying, you know, maybe this is the game that we sit out Brock Purdy because of the fact that we're not going to have many games like that this year. I know we have a few games this year that I think aren't the hardest, and this is probably one of our easiest, and there's not really going to be a time to rest Brock Purdy. I think our bye is like week 12, maybe week 13. It's way later in the season, and it might be the best. But now having Shanahan come out and say there's a small chance of him playing, and there's a pretty good chance of him not playing the next couple of weeks. I believe we play the Cardinals next. I believe we play the Jaguars, albeit that game. And then I think we play the Rams. The Cardinals are a sneaky team that I don't like, that I don't think that are that great, but they're getting better. Them having, I forgot his name last week, and I forgot it again. The younger wide receiver whose dad played Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison Jr., Marvin Harrison II. I'm not quite sure what they're calling him. But that guy, I think, is going to be the new Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald scored more touchdowns against the 49ers in the history of the 49ers. I think he is going to be the second coming of him. And I want to get better before we play that team. And I think the Rams, honestly, unless Stafford just gets hurt, even with Stafford hurt, that means Garoppolo plays. And I love Jimmy enough to say that Jimmy's got a chance of beating us. The Rams team is good. That's like one of the first really good teams that I'm scared of playing in the season for the 49ers. Now, also at practice, Juan Jennings did not practice. They say that the injury is not as bad as they thought it was going to be. No word if he is going to suit up and play. George Kittle was put on the injured list. He is going to be out for weeks. Brandon Ayuk is already down. He is not coming back until week 6. This leads our offense with Ricky Pershall. We have Christian McCaffrey, and then we have Kendrick Bourne, who is our new signee. We have he's going to be coming to us from the New England Patriots. He is a past 49er. He had his best season, I believe, in 2019 when we had Jimmy G as our quarterback. We had Deebo Samuels. We brought in Emmanuel Sanders from the Broncos to be our number 2, which pushed Bourne down. But Bourne still caught some balls. I remember him, but I'll tell you the truth, like, I don't remember him. I didn't love him, and when he left, I didn't, cry. Anybody is somebody at this point. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but maybe Tongan, who caught the game winner last week, maybe he's going to become some offensive weapon that's going to fill in and be the new George Kittle. I would love it. I mean, George's reaction at the end of the game last week was awesome. Mac Jones, I was glad when we brought him in. I don't believe he is the best backup quarterback in the league, but at least he has past history of starting, and at least we've seen that, like with Sam Bradford, who came in, Sam Bradford looked like a failure from the Jets. I apologize. Best way to say it. That we brought in. I think we built him up. We got him ready for the NFL in a different way than the Jets were able to do. He left us. I don't think he was supposed to be the number 1 option in Minnesota, but when McCarthy went down, he filled in, and now he's got a big money deal, and he is the starting quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. The same thing can happen for Mac Jones. I think we only brought him in on a 1-year deal, and I think his plan is to come here, get reps, be able to be seen, and then when there's a job open, maybe the Browns are looking for a quarterback next year. I mean, maybe he could end up going there. I mean, I don't think that's the best situation for him, but that was the one spot that came to my mind that might be looking for a quarterback next season. But the 49ers, we brought in Matt White, a former Jet. I haven't heard of him. I can't think. I remember when Matt White was looked at as he might be the future for the Jets. And then I think the Aaron Rodgers plan threw him out of whack, and then he just went to the sideline. I don't know how long he's been out of the league. I don't know why he's looking for a job as of right now, but that could be it. I'll tell you this much. The 49ers could still win this game. The Saints are honestly that bad. That's the way it could be. But maybe we're wrapping up a big present and we're handing it off to New Orleans. But I won't be at work. I'll be on my couch, 10 a.m. on Fox. Saints versus Niners. Let's get it on.